Hello everyone, in this video I will explain how to convert decimal numbers to binary numbers. There are two ways to solve this. The first way is by dividing it by 2. So, for example, if we had 125 and we want to convert it to binary, what we have to do is take the number 125 and divide it by 2. It will equal 62 with the remainder of 1. The remainder is important for this conversion, so we have to write it. Next, we're going to take this number and divide it by 2. It will equal 31 with the remainder of 0, sorry. Then we will take 31, divide it by 2, and it will equal 15 with the remainder of 1. Then take 15, divide it by 2, it will equal 7 with the remainder 1. Then take 7, divide it by 2, it will equal 3 with the remainder of 1. Then take 3, divide it by 2, equal 1 with the remainder 1. Then the 1, take it and divide it by 2, it will equal 0 with the remainder 1. We will stop when we get to 0. So, how are we going to read the binary number? We will read it from up to bottom and write it from the right to the left. So, here 1, here 0, here 1, here 1, 1, 1, and 1. So the binary number to 125 is this. The other way is by using 2 to the power. So let's write the number first that we're going to convert, which is 125. The way that we're going to solve this is by using 2 to the power. So 2 to the power of 0 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 is 2. 2 to the power of 2 is 4. 2 to the power of 3 is 8. 2 to the power of 4 is 16. 2 to the power of 5 is 32, and 2 to the power of 6 is 64. Why did I stop to 2 to the power of 6? Because 2 to the power of 7 will equal 128. This number is bigger than the number that we want to convert. So when we list the numbers, we want to stop to the number that is less than the number that we want to convert. So here we won't be using 128, so we will be stopping at 64. Okay, how are we going to start the conversion? We will take the number that we want to convert, which is 125, and so we're going to choose the biggest number in the list that is at the same time less than 125. So what is the biggest number here? It's 64. Is it less than 125? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna take it and subtract it from 125, which will equal 61. Then we will take 61 and we will find the biggest number that is less than 61, which is in this case 32. So subtract 32 from 61, and it will equal 29. Then take 29 and choose the largest number that is less than 29, which is 16, which will equal 13. Then take 13 and choose again the largest number that is less than 13, which will be 8. It will equal 5. And take 5 and subtract it from the, again, largest number that is less than 5, which is here 4. It will equal 1. Then we will take 1, and the largest number is 2, but is bigger than 1, so we won't be choosing it. Then the next number is, the next biggest number is 1, is equal to 1, so we will be choosing it. So we want to choose less and equal also. So here it will be 0, then we stop. Next step is we will write the number 1 underneath each number that we chose. So 1 here, we will write 1 beneath it. Here 1, here 1, here 1, here 1, and here 1. And the number that we didn't choose, we will write 0 underneath it. So then read the number from here to here, from right to left, and write it on down. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. And that's the binary number to 125. If you want to check if you had the right answer, all you have to do is take these numbers, not two, only the numbers that you chose, and add all of them together. So 64 plus 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1. So again, we add up all the numbers that we chose, and if we add all of them together, we will get 125. That way you can make sure that you had the right answer. Let's have another example. So if we had the number 33 and you want to convert it to binary, let's do it both ways. So the first way is divide by 2. So 33 divided by 2, it will equal 16 with the remainder of 1. Then 2 divided by 16 divided by 2 will equal 8 with the remainder of 0. Then take 8 divided by 2 equal 4 with the remainder of 0. Then take 4 divided by 2 will equal 2, the remainder of 0. Then take 2 divided by 2 will equal 1 with the remainder of 0. And 1 divided by 2 will equal 0 with the remainder of 1. We stop at 0, as I said. And we will read the number up to bottom and write it from the right to the left. So 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. That's the binary number to 33. Let's try the other way, which is by 2 to the power of we will write, as I said before, first of all, we're gonna think, what is the largest number that is less than 33? It's 2 to the power of 5, which is 32. So we will write all the numbers till 2 to the power of 5, which are 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. Next, we will take 33, which is the number that we want to convert, and subtract it from the largest number that is less than 33, which is, in this case, 32. It will equal 1. Then, take number 1 and subtract it by the largest number that is less or equal to the number 1, which will be 1. Here will equal 0, then we stop. So next thing we will be doing is we will write the number 1 underneath the numbers that we chose. So 1, underneath it we will write number 1, and 32 we will write underneath it the number 1. Next we will take the numbers that we didn't choose and write underneath it 0. So here 0, here 0, here 0, and here a 0. Next we will write the binary number, which is 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is the binary number 233. So what if we had a fraction number? So let's say we have 138.125 and we want to convert it to binary. First of all, we will take the left side and we will convert it by itself. So you can choose any different way that you want to solve it. I choose here to just divide it by 2. So here it will equal 69 with the remainder of 0. Then take it and divide it by 2 will equal 34 with the remainder of 1. Then 34 divided by 2 will equal 17 with the remainder of 0. Then 17 divided by 2 will equal 8 with the remainder of 1. Then take 8 and divide it by 2 will equal 4 with the remainder of 0. Then 4 divided by 2 will equal 2 with the remainder of 0. And 2 divided by 2 will equal 1 with the remainder of 0. Then 1 divided by 2 will equal 0 with the remainder of 1. So the fraction part now. We will write 0 point, the number that we have on the right side, which is 125, and we will multiply it by 2. So the answer that we're gonna get is 0.25. Then we will multiply this number by 2. It will equal 0.5. Then multiply it again by 2. Will equal 1.00. I like to stop when I get the number 1. But it depends on the question that you have. If you need to continue, then just continue. But here you can't because it's 1.00. But if you have like 1.20, then you can continue. I will give you another example so you can understand what I mean. To write it we will read it from up to bottom, right to left. So 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now for the right side, we will read it as well from up to bottom, but we will write it from the left to the right, and the numbers that we're gonna write are these. So here will be 0, 0, 1, and this is the binary number to 138.125. Let's have another example where you can continue with the fraction part. 29.8. First of all, convert the left side. 29 divided by 2 will equal 14 with the remainder of 1. Then 14 divided by 2 will equal 7 with the remainder of 0. Then 7 divided by 2 will equal 3 with the remainder of 1. Then 3 divided by 2 will equal 1 with the remainder of 1. And number 1 divided by 2 will equal 0 with the remainder of 1. Now the right side, we will write 0.8 multiplied by 2 will equal 1.6. Here, you can continue if you want, even if you get number 1, because we have numbers here. Yeah? The example that we had before, it was 1.00. We couldn't continue because here we had zeros. But here we have a number. So we will take it. To continue, we will take this number that is after the decimal, and we will write 0.6, and then we can just multiply it by 2. It will equal 1.2. Again, we can continue here because the number after the decimal is not zeros, it's a number, so we can continue. So we will take 0.2 and multiply it by 2 will equal 0.4, and you can continue until you need, depending on the question, if it asks you a specific number of bits. So I will stop just right here, and now we will write the number. First of all, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. Then the fraction part will be the numbers here. So 1, 1, 0. And this is the decimal number for 29.8. That's all for this video. If you have any questions, just comment down below. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe.